I wanted to be anyone who was on the Disney Channel, actually, particularly Selena Gomez. I wanted to be a singer and an actress, and then I learned that I am unfortunately not very good at either of those things. So I pivoted to be a sport and entertainment management major instead. A lot of things brought me to USC. I actually, fun fact, didn't even know that this major was a thing, to be completely honest. I really came to USC because I'm originally from South Carolina, and so there was a big draw there, lots of family down here, but also just the atmosphere, just loved the campus when I came to visit. And of course, I kind of found my major through the way and have enjoyed every second of my time at USC since. So I actually applied here as an economics major, got in as econ, realized very quickly that that's not really what I wanted to do. And then I actually changed my major right before summer orientation to sport and entertainment management, just to kind of see maybe that was something I would be interested in for now, and then I would eventually switch. And of course, I got into my classes and just realized that this is definitely the path for me. So I've stuck with it ever since. So I hope that one day I'll be a director of corporate partnerships. If I can stay with the Hurricanes, that would be great, of course, but open to really any opportunity that comes my way.
Of course. Was hockey your goal in particular, or did that just was that just kind of the way things worked out?
Just kind of the way things worked out. I feel like luckily I wasn't super focused on going into one sport or working for one organization, but it feels like with the Hurricanes, like the stars kind of aligned. I have lots of family in Raleigh, so it's somewhere that I knew I wanted to be and just have great people there. My boss is great. Really excited to get down there and kind of work with the team down there. I think one of my favorite memories is telling my dad that my freshman year, I had the opportunity to go work this one golf tournament in Georgia, which I was not really a golf fan before that, didn't realize how big the Masters was. And of course, learned all about that through Professor Chavis, through her class, and then got to the Masters, and it felt like I was in Disney World. It didn't feel real. So I think that was one of my favorite memories, but also just every experience that I've gotten to go on with Professor Steve Taylor and my other friends in the major, those have all been unforgettable. I would love to thank, of course, Steve Taylor. I've already mentioned him. He has been wonderful and really a big reason why I've grown as a person and a professional. I would also like to thank Matt Dunn, aka my therapist. Love Matt Dunn. And then Taylor Ramp and Todd Kesters. Kesters taught me a ton in his sales class. That's my favorite class I've taken in college. And then Taylor Ramp's just been a friend through it all, and she's also taught me a lot about being a woman in this industry. I definitely think things are moving in the right direction, and a lot of that is thanks to the women in the past who have really advocated for women's rights and just changes within the industry, especially people like Susan O'Malley or Dawn Staley. Those are two big ones that I can name right away, and I just feel very lucky to be going into a space where it's not abnormal for a female to be in the workplace, definitely. So excited to keep inspiring people in future generations as well. I definitely feel like I made the right choice. I think one thing that's really important to notice is, although I would love to stay at USC forever, I do feel ready to leave, and I feel like my education is a really big reason of that. I think it's awesome that we have such a business-focused major, so we're taking accounting, we're taking finance, economics, anything along those lines. I think that really helps, of course, as well as taking classes like sports marketing and business law, things like that, of course. Sigma Psi Mu has been seriously one of the best parts of my college experience. I think the growth from when I was a freshman to where I am now, I feel like I owe a lot of that to the organization, and it's done a lot for me, so I decided to give back. I serve as Sigma Psi Mu's new member educator. I'm one of two in that role, and Gavin Blanton and I lead new members through a 6-week professional development program where we kind of go over LinkedIn, cover letter, resume. We also pair them with alumni who have very similar interests to them. So I feel like that's been a way of kind of giving back to the organization, and just being able to see growth within our new members is so rewarding, and really, really happy that I've had that experience in college. I would say never be afraid to reach out to people, never be afraid to network. I think that's something that's gotten me really far in this industry, is always send up a follow-up email, always send a thank you note. Be willing to learn new things, even if it's something that maybe it's in a sector that you're not as familiar with. Just try to hop on a call with someone, kind of get to know more about what they do, and it can help you both realize what you want to do and what you don't want to do. And I think that's equally important, in my opinion.